You got me believing that I can seize the day. You got me hooked on a feeling that I can do anything if I give my heart to it.
Hello, Sharks. Welcome to Moments with Shai Will. Today, we have a very special guest, CEO and founder of Goodart Home Care and also life coach, Rhonda Sheffield.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for being here. How are you doing today?
I am doing wonderful. I am honored to be here with you.
Thank you.
And I'm super excited.
Yes, as you should be. That alpha girl is everything. I like it. Okay, so can you define home care and what inspired you to start a business in the home care industry?
Well, to tell you the truth, it was a personal situation that I dealt with my aunt. And she was, she's elderly.
Okay.
And all her daughters and her son had passed, actually, and moved away. And she did not have, an opportunity or anyone to take care of her right away. And I was the only living source. And so I decided, and me and my husband, we talked about it, and we became her caregivers.
Oh, that's nice.
And from that point, Goodart Home Care was created, and I just love what I do. I'm passionate about it, and I just love it. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah. And how long you've been in the industry now?
Okay, so the home care business, I've been in it for 6 years. 6 years.
Okay, so you passed that goal because they say anything in past 2 years, you're on the right track. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes. Okay, so what type of level of education do you need to be qualified to provide these type of services?
No level of education. No level of education.
Okay.
Just a passionate heart to care and love of people.
Yay. So you don't even need a trade. There's no class that you have to take maybe for 7 days, for like certain occupations they ask for things like that.
No, I just for myself, for have my business now, for the home care business, no. I did have a background of the back end of the medical billing and stuff like that. I do have my certificate of a LPN and also a medical assistant.
Okay.
But other than that, no, just a heart to love and care.
Yeah, I like that. That's great. So that means you have a love for it. This is a passion. You're passionate about what you do.
Absolutely.
Do you feel like this is your gift?
Yes, definitely. Especially when you walk into someone's home and you see an elderly person or a disabled person have no one there.
And that happens quite often.
Yes.
And that's why a lot of times they end up in these nursing homes.
Yes. And there's days when I go into someone's home thinking it's going to be 30 minutes and I'm there for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Just sitting and they just want to be heard.
I know. And then so you end up having a relationship with them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like that. So what is your vision and mission statement for your Goodart Home Care company?
Well, our vision is just your heart is where your home is. And just being, some places you can't, hospitals are good. We're not going to take that away from them. But it's something about a person when they're home.
Yes.
And when they feel family and they, and you just feel that love. So we just look to make a person, whatever they're going through, whatever hardship, whatever surgery, whatever they're going through in that time, that we are there to love and to support them through their daily living.
Yeah, that's deep. So do you ever find yourself having long-lasting relationships with the patients and also with their family?
Yes, that is guaranteed all the time. But then there's a balance. You can get personal, but then you have to still, have that business aspect, and, move around and maneuver what not to do and how to do it. But yes, it's always a gift of a pleasure to, to have that relationship with them.
Of course, and I'm sure it serves you purpose and gratitude at the same time, because that's amazing to be able to do that for someone. And this is not your family, but they become your family.
Yes. Absolutely. And you just said the magic word, they become. It's nothing planned. It's just the care that you give, the passion that you give out, and then next thing you know, your family.
Exactly. That's why. Exactly. That's why it's always important. You know, they always used to tell us in school, you know, be careful on what you decide to do with your life, as far as your career, because you know everyone's like, oh well, I'm going to choose the one that's going to make me the most money. And you know, I've always had that one teacher that said, no, you have to choose the one that you're passionate about, even if it's your gift, something that's your calling. You know, so eventually I did find it.
Yeah. You found it. You found it.
I feel like it found me, but yes, we make a perfect team. You know, so I can appreciate that. So what strategies do you address to challenge your field?
What challenges?
Yes.
You repeat that again? I didn't.
That's okay. What strategies do you use to address challenges in your company?
Well, I say you have to be a listener. Mm-hmm. You know, because you have she say, he say, this didn't happen. And you got to, not even strategies, you got to have a system in place.
There we go.
It's a system. Mm-hmm. And I tell every entrepreneur, whatever you're doing, have a system in place, have a team in place.
That's true.
You know, and once you have that, is no way but, you know, the mountains, you know. But guess what? When you have a difficult time, you have that team to help you. Yes. You have that system in place already. Yeah. You know, so I say have a system and then have a team in place.
Yeah, so you do have a team, of course.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's great. You can't do it all alone.
You can't. And, you know, and I remember years ago in the beginning, I was the receptionist. I was the person that answered the phones. Oh. I was doing the intakes.
Oh, true entrepreneur.
I was doing all of that.
Yes.
And it's okay because you got to know, you got to experience what you're doing. You got to know that. So when you are training somebody, you can tell them exactly what you need.
Exactly.
Right? Mm-hmm. But then I had to learn it was stressing me out. It was tearing me up because I couldn't be at 5 places at one time.
Right.
And then to be successful, I say always have your dream team.
But you see, that's what you were going through as an entrepreneur. A lot of people fail to realize you're going to work harder. Yes. You're not going to make as much money right away. It's going to take time, right? It's going to be your money investing. So trust me, I felt every word you just said. I'm like, yeah, she was truly living that dream as an entrepreneur. That's what you are. You're going to be everything. So what do you enjoy most about being a caregiver?
Just making someone smile. Just really because, you know, being someone that had a surgery or elderly or anything, they just want to be heard.
That's true. And someone to care.
They just want someone to care. They just want that time. They just want to talk, you know. Yes. And I've learned that with my mom today. You know, the older she get, you know, you got to call them up. You know, staying connected. And I believe when you put a smile on someone's face, guess what? You're going to smile back.
That's true.
And that's the best thing. That's what I love. That is my passion, just to be there for anyone.
I've heard that before. I've heard someone say one time, you know, you should give people compliments. They don't have to be someone you know. Someone walk past you like what they're wearing, you like their hair, compliment them because you don't have no idea what they can be going through.
Yes, yes.
So I feel that.
Absolutely. And I do that even in the stores. You're giving those and some ladies and men, they be like, why is she giving me? You know, and that's who I am.
Yeah, same here.
Know, that's who I am. And then they be like, oh, well, thank you. And you never know what a person is going through. And you can be that person that just said, you know what, it was nice of her, just gave her that smile. So I'm always looking to encourage someone.
I believe that too. I'm the same way. Hold that thought. I like that. All right, Sharks, we'll be right back.
Learn and earn today at Miami-Dade College. College graduates earn 56% more than high school graduates and $1 million more in lifetime earnings. A degree from MDC is your path to greater earning power and career success. Choose from hundreds of affordable high-tech and in-demand career programs, including cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, business, and nursing. Learn and earn today at MDC and fast-track your career. Enroll now at mdc.edu/purpose.
You got me believing that I can seize the day. You got me hooked on a feeling
Welcome back, Sharks. You tune in to Moments with Shai Will. We have been speaking to Rhonda Sheffield, CEO and founder of Goodart Home Care, and also a life coach. The term life coach is used by so many people. How do you define being a coach?
To be a coach is purposeful.
Okay.
It's transformational, okay? And it's also having to be accountable for your purpose. And that's where I stand in line at. And I love being that business life coach.
Accountable for your purpose. You know, it's funny because when I was doing this question, I was thinking to myself as well, and I said, you know, people use that so much. Like, how are you guiding me? And I've seen some of these people who are coaches, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Right.
You know, so how do you become certified to be a coach?
Well, I went to school. It was about 4 months, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want to be called it.
Yes.
That coach. I wanted to make sure I was learning.
True.
And actually learning who I am through the process.
Yes.
And able to be able to encourage other ones to be the best themselves. So it was school, it was testing, it was just not waking up saying I am.
I'm a coach.
No, it
Right.
was actually training.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I can understand that. Okay, so do you have a specific coaching style when dealing with your clients?
Well, yeah, because a lot of times, you know, for me, it's a two-part to my coaching. It's a life coach, and then it goes into the business coach. Because I believe until you get that business right, you got to get yourself right. Because a lot of times we're dealing with a lot of, how they say now, life is lifing, and it will keep you stuck to get to that business.
Yeah.
So what I do is basically redirect, redefine, and move them into their next step. So it's not just, business or life. No, we got to work on self first.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
true. So how has the end goal results been for you with some of your patients?
Oh, it's been wonderful. I mean, with my clients, clients.
Yes.
So what I say is, I have a few that's police officers now. I have few that have their own business. So it's been very successful. And guess what? I am determined. So they used to call me the push coach because I am going to really keep you on your toes of accountability.
Yeah.
I'm going to check up on you. I'm going to make sure you're doing the right thing.
That's true. So you keep a steady conversation with them, even like say you're not seeing them on Friday, but you know, within between the breaks, you know, of not
Yes.
seeing them, you're going to make sure you're calling them.
Oh yeah, they're scheduled. They're on the schedule. There's call ups. There's follow up. There's meetups. There's
Yeah,
Zooms.
that's
You
nice.
know, and I love it because I must say for myself, that's what I give is something. Believe it or not, it's something that I didn't even receive. For who I am today, as who I am today, I never received that, but I know what I wanted. So sometimes I became that person.
How long you've been doing this for, Rhonda?
Oh boy, if I really, besides the 4 months of getting the coaching certificate and all of that, I think I've been it all my life. That person that pushed people to their purpose. I always been that encourager. So I can say like all my life, I always wanted to be that good friend, that good coach, that good partner.
That's me.
That's who I am.
Yeah, it's natural.
It's not work. I love what I do, and I do what I love.
So that means you're a great sister, a great auntie.
Absolutely.
And,
Look, I'm going to pat my shoulder. I am
should.
going to pat my shoulder, but guess what? There is a balance. The same thing, sometimes I may not get what I put out, but I make sure I feed myself what I need.
That's right.
And that's positive energy, so I enjoy what I do. I surely do.
You do. So, what you do as a life coach, you're listening to people, stories or situations, and then you, as Rhonda Sheffield, you have your personal life. How do you separate the two?
Ooh, good question. Mindset. I got to learn how to turn off and crank back up.
Turn off. So when you leave the office, you turn off, and then you crank back up when it's time to be with the family.
The wife, the mom. Yeah. But before I do that, if I'm still, when I'm leaving work, and if there's some issues, I have to release those issues.
Yeah.
So I can't really, I must say, I cannot really just jump into mom. I just have to say, whew. And everybody know, give me at least 30 minutes. Let me reset.
Okay.
Okay, refocus
Yes.
and reposition. You know, then we can move on to the next job or however you want to call it.
Yeah,
But
because that's tough.
it is. And I'm not going to sit here. I can be smiling now, but it's a work. It's a mindset. And that's what I do. I just redirect myself and take that minute of what I dealt with. And then I say, okay, move on to the next thing. But it's time with yourself.
That's true. Because even me as a friend, and I'm the oldest out of 6, so for me that's a heavy weight on me.
Yes.
So I might be right here, but I ain't here because it's so much going on. And I remember, you know, there's moments like if a girlfriend calls me, hey girl, how you doing? And then that how you doing became a whole storm.
Yes.
And I didn't have my umbrella that day.
Wow.
You know? And then it's like, okay, I'm dealing with something right now. How do I be there for my girlfriend?
Right.
You know, so that's why I was asking you that question, because it's tough.
Right. And then in certain situations like that, we got to learn how to be transparent. We got to let them know and say, look, yeah, you know, whatever they're going through, you got to say, I understand. You may not, but you got to be that air. You got to be that person to say that you're there with them. Even if you're dealing with something, give them that moment. And sometimes we just need that moment. And you know, sometimes we need to be a listener instead of a speaker all the time because you don't know.
I know. Because you have them people, I'm like, let me get through it. But you should, can I get through the story first?
Yes.
And then you can tell me your opinion. Like, let me release it. Yeah, we go through those moments all the time. That's why I always have a few people in my corner that I like to call, because just the sound of the voice is like, it sparks me back up.
Right. Call me sometime.
I will. Okay, y'all heard that, Sharks, right? Okay, you better answer the phone when I call you, okay?
Yes,
all right.
will.
I ain't got no problem, girl. I definitely will, you know?
Yes.
It's always a roller coaster, especially for what I do, and for what you do is very important for we to be okay.
Yes.
Personally. Because I have to be here, I have to broadcast, and hey, you have to be there for someone mentally.
Yes. You do.
So Absolutely. Yeah, girl, keep watering your own plant.
You got to. You got to. Yes.
Definitely. All right, Sharks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Learn and earn today at Miami-Dade College. College graduates earn 56% more than high school graduates and $1 million more in lifetime earnings. A degree from MDC is your path to greater earning power and career success. Choose from hundreds of affordable high-tech and in-demand career programs, including cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, business, and nursing. Learn and earn today at MDC and fast-track your career. Enroll now at mdc.edu/purpose.
You got me believing that I can seize the day. You got me hooked on a feeling that I can do anything if I give my heart to it.
Sharks, we're glad you're still here with us. This is Moments with Shai Will. So now let's have a little fun. It's time for self-reflection. How you feeling?
I'm feeling wonderful.
Don't worry. Listen, you're not in the hot seat. You're going to be fine. So what are some of your most significant accomplishments, and what have you learned from them?
Well, I can say, you know, while we're here, being a business owner, you know, and I've learned, like I think I said this earlier, that, you know, be able to learn. You got to learn. Yeah. You know, you can't always know it all. You know, and I have grown so much that I'm just like so proud of myself because, you know, times now is the struggle is real, but I'm learning to know myself and to be a better me. And how do I do that? And giving back to others, making someone else smile, but really just being, learning me, and just proud where I am today.
Yeah. I like when you said you're learning. Do you feel like you're learning from your patients too when you hear situations or something unlike before?
Let me tell you, and my patients are not no young, they're young, so I have some young adults and I have older, but it's so much wisdom, I have learned so much that I'm like, wow. And I don't take life for granted. And I just thank God for the position that he have me in now, that I can love others and see life still moving even in this situation. So no matter what I go through, look, some of the people that I see has, gone through worse. So, yeah.
I know. I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I remember, long story short, I was having a bad day. Hair bad, the weather was bad, ketchup fell out. It was just a bad day. And I seen this guy, he had no limbs. He was sitting there, but had a smile out of this world.
Yes.
At that moment, I'm like, what am I sitting here complaining about?
Yes.
So it's true.
Yes.
You have to be grateful, where you're heading, and you're in charge of your life. So if you don't like it, let's make some changes. Let's apply ourselves. People are going through worse problems, troubles.
And I must say, the other day, last month or so, I met the oldest woman in Broward County.
Huh?
Yes, she was 105.
What was her name?
Oh, I can't remember her name.
Okay.
First name is Olga.
Okay,
I know
then
that.
It's not Hawkins. Okay,
right.
Go ahead.
And I was so just so happy. And so I was like, look at this life, and walking around in her kitchen and just like, just that queen look, and just saying, I just felt so honored to see life.
Yep.
And guess what? I was like, I am just, when you look at that, you can't complain that much,
No, and I want to hear. I can imagine the stories.
Yes.
105. She's seen a lot.
Yes, she's seen a lot, and she's the oldest. And to have the privilege to have her as one of my clients, I was just so like, and I did take that selfie.
As you should.
Yes.
So describe yourself in 3 words and why.
Passionate, loving, and supporting. Yeah. Why? Because that's who I am. I can try to fight it. Sometimes being those type of people comes with a lot of headache, because there's a lot of people will take advantage of somebody's compassionate, loving,
That's true.
They will take, take advantage of those, that type of person.
They will.
But, but I'm okay now. I learned who I am, and that's something I cannot change.
Yeah.
I used to fight it. I used to say, no, I'm not going to, I'm tired of people taking the, advantage of me and this and that and this, of my kindness and, stuff like that. But that's who I am. I have a big heart.
Yeah, same here. I'm like that as well. And that's why, like, those short films I do, I say, can I be the villain? Can y'all let me play the villain, please? I'm tired of being that.
Yes,
and being the villain in the movie, you get more parts too. So
yes, absolutely.
And it's just, to switch roles. I know exactly what you mean. Other than your family and your career, what else are you passionate about?
Fashion.
yes. We have.
Fashion. Yeah.
Good call. Yeah, you
Fashion.
are. Girl, you are always bringing it. That's why I didn't have to say anything to you about anything. I'm like, I ain't got to tell her.
And I may have to slip one more behind fashion.
Go ahead.
I love the sisterhood. I definitely love the sisterhood. I love meeting women, men, whoever it is. I love just being the people person. So I love bringing women together to network, to do business with, to, go outings, just connect.
Yeah, I like when you do those get-togethers. I can't always make them, but when I can, I'm definitely there. Thank you for always keeping me in the loop. I appreciate that.
Yes.
What brings you joy, and how can you include more in your life?
What brings me joy? I guess really just giving the joy to others, letting people be joy. Let them have that love and compassion. That's what really, when I sit with my patients, my clients, just to see them moving, let them see them winning, living in a purposeful life. That's what I love about it. And that really brings me joy, to see somebody always leveling up. And if I can be a part of it, that's the best joy that I can have.
That's true, and that's why, you know, as a human being, that's how we should be.
Yes.
That's what we're taught, but a lot of people don't follow up.
No. I think I'm different in that
Yeah, and you know what it
Yes.
is too? I think it's because they don't know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so much the jealous. They just not in a good place too. Sometimes they
Right.
try not to make things about me because it's not always about us.
Right,
Like,
absolutely.
Dig deep and find out what's going on with this person. Why are they feeling this way? If they're my friend, why are you not supporting me?
Yes.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that is.
And I try to show up as much as I can. I mean, you know, I might be late, but I'll be there. I'll
Yes.
show up. I'll
Yes.
be there for you, friend.
Yeah.
You know, let me know.
Yeah, she was late, but she will show up, y'all. Yes. Oh,
I really like that. No, but so where do you see you as a life coach in the next few years?
Let's see. Let's see. Good question.
What are your plans? Like, what are your next big plans?
My big plan is just, if God allows me, just to keep moving and growing. And I don't see nothing different because I love where I am. But I know, you know, God has another level in each of our lives. But I'm just going to be prepared wherever He takes me. You know, I'm going to position myself always.
Yes.
And I'm going to continue to pray my way through. So really, you know, I'm just allowing God just to use me through the process. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can have patients outside of South Florida too, right? You do that as well?
No, you can I am just licensed in the state of Florida. So you can, right now I'm in Florida. I do want to go into the Palm Beach area soon.
Nice.
Yes, which that will be taking place next year. So y'all be on the lookout. Yes, y'all be on the lookout. But right now we're in the state of Florida.
Okay,
Yes.
that's great. I wanted to say, yeah, thank you for being here. It was such a pleasure having you
Yes.
on the show. Please let them know the name of your company, your Instagram. You can tell.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Shai Will. I surely appreciate you so much. And everyone, you guys can reach me. My website is www.RhondaSheffield.com. And Good Hearts Home Care, you can always reach us at info@goodheartshomecare.com.
Yes. So it was a pleasure. All right, it was a pleasure having Rhonda Sheffield on the show today. Thanks for tuning in to Moments with Shai Will, and I'll see you again, Sharks. Bye.
That was good.
Thank you.
Yes, very good.
How you feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling
Okay.
good. What about you?
Yeah. I just wish I could do